Hey everyone, happy Monday. Time for another episode of Day in Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. So today was bus day here for Rafa at least, and I worked on the convertible. So let's talk about what we did. So Rafa started off this morning working on the Devil bus. Those of you that follow the channel know that almost at every turn this bus causes issues. It likes torturing and tormenting us, and today was no different. So basically Rafa had to kind of fiddle around quite a bit with this decklid latch mechanism to get it to work right. It was catching before, but like barely catching, to the point where I'd be afraid if somebody had their hand under there and bumped it a little bit or something, it might just, cut their hand off or cut their head off or something. So he spent some time fine-tuning this mechanism here to get it to work good. Works bitchin' now. And then likewise, the latch was not really latching that great, so he spent some time kind of massaging the little catch there. As you can see, we still need to touch up the paint on that, but it works great now. So, just another little fun project on this bus, getting that to work. But yeah, it works great now. This bus is actually, we're ready to start this thing. In fact, I went so far as to buy 5 gallons of gas today. You see right there. And I thought maybe I'd get around to putting it in and trying to fire this puppy up. Didn't get there, so maybe tomorrow we'll fire up this gorgeous 36 horse motor here and get this thing running. And then at that point, it's going to be very close to taking it for its maiden voyage. So that's kind of exciting. So that's what happened on this bus. Rafa also worked on the 64. So we're like really starting to dive into this thing. I mean, we've been working on it quite a bit, but Rafa went today and made a list of, probably 40 or 50. I think Richie at Wolfsburg West said that it was like 59 line items or something of parts that we ordered for this thing. So yeah, trying to get this thing together. So obviously a lot of things are missing, mostly related to windows and door latches and mechanisms and seals and so on. The owner does have the seats for it. They've all been upholstered already. He's holding on to those till we need them, so they're not in our way. But yeah, pretty much everything else from this bus we don't have. So we do have the pop-outs, or excuse me, the safaris. Those will go in probably towards the end. They'll just be kind of in the way for now, so we'll hold off on those. The one-eyed duck, which again is one of my favorite named V-dub parts, went in today, and it makes me very happy looking at it and knowing that it's called a one-eyed duck. So there you go. Anyway, so Rafa did manage to put some parts on, though. He got on he put on the sun visors. You can see he put on the rear view mirror. He worked on the fresh air system here and got it working. And let's see, he put on the VIN number tag up there. There's a lot of little details like that, just starting to get things done. I think he put in both dome lights. Yeah, you can see the rear one way back there. This one here. Let's see. Those were the main things. Other than it, again, he did probably spend, half an hour just like going over this bus with a fine-tooth comb, figuring out what parts were missing, for all the cargo door and the door mechanisms. And we don't have the window frames for it, and the owner's supposed to bring some tomorrow that may or may not be in usable condition. He does have all the window glass, which I think is all correctly logoed, new glass for all the windows. So yeah, this one should start moving along pretty fast. Hopefully we'll get that huge order at Wolfsburg Parts tomorrow. Probably drive out tomorrow morning and pick it up, and then this thing's gonna start moving fast. So that's it for these two gorgeous buses. Let's see what happened on the 61 Vert. So today I took the front wheel cylinders out and swapped in new ones. Again, this car was built 18 years ago. and it's been sitting for a year and a half. So I don't like taking a chance with brakes. So I pretty much went and replaced everything in the brake system that has any kind of like rubber seal or anything in it. So basically the front and rear brake wheel cylinders, and then the rubber lines, front and rear. I put in a new master cylinder, to reservoir. There's like a short piece of line about that long, or hose rather. Replace that. Replace the little rubber grommet where the hard reservoir line goes into the top of the reservoir. This afternoon, then Jacob worked on the back brakes. So he pretty much did the same thing I did on the front brakes. He put in new wheel cylinders and replaced the flexible line, which is kind of up there on the back of these. So he took care of those things. And earlier today, before I started into the brakes, I went ahead and put his, sorry, this is a bit dark, I don't have my light with me. I did put his carburetor back together with rebuild kit and assembled it back onto the car, got it all hooked up. Obviously the air cleaner's not on it, but I'll wait, because what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to prime the carburetor to get this car started, since the fuel system will be, completely empty. And I did also take the gas tank and drop it off at Tom's Radiator Service we use here in Old Town Orange. They'll boil it out and coat it and make it like new, if not better than new. So yeah, this project's moving right along. Unfortunately, Tom's said 1 to 2 weeks to refurbish the gas tank. So I'm hoping that it takes one, but it might take 2. So who knows? The other thing I have to do is I have to order him new white wall tires. These tires are also 18 years old from when the car was restored originally. I don't trust 18-year-old tires. So we're going to be getting some new Firestone wide whites for it to make it safe. And yeah, so that's pretty much what we did today. I did also go and meet with a customer who is interested in having us restore his 67 Beetle. And it seems like he's agreed that he wants us to do it. So hopefully in the next, maybe as early as next week, I don't know, I got to talk to him. We'll be having him go ahead and bring that in so we can start disassembling it. We are going to have some space opening up here pretty soon, so we need to fill those spaces. So probably just go ahead and have him bring it in. And so that is it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again tomorrow. Bye.